Hello.
Sorry.
Son of a bitch! Okay. Rookie.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to What the Fuck Weekly, your source for all news that make you say, what the fuck, during this week. With me is Calvin. He was the jackass who clapped. And we got a new face here today. His name's Giovanni. Why don't you say something about yourself real fast?
Hello, my name's Giovanni. What am I have to say? I got nothing to say here.
Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's all you gotta know.
No one cares anyway. You're not going to be here every time.
Yeah!
Fucking hell he isn't. If you follow us, you may notice that we've been on a bit of a hiatus, and that was not on purpose.
Yeah, good job, Steve.
Shut the fuck up. First time it was poor communications between me and Calvin, and the last time Calvin was on vacation and technical difficulties on my half of it. So I'm sorry about that. I promise that we'll have updates every week. I'll try to get updates every week. So that intro was far too long. Let's get on with the stories.
Let's start making your butthole cringe.
Yeah.
That's saying something. It doesn't take much.
Our first story takes place in Russia. A drunken soldier drives into a lamppost.
Well, considering it's Russia, he was probably like drinking 6 bottles of vodka.
I
That's probably normal.
8 on a bad day.
If you drank 8, you know you had a bad day in Russia.
There's a video, and you see this guy gets stopped at like a traffic junction at a crossroad. What the fuck's a traffic junction?
There's such things as traffic junctions?
He gets stopped at a intersection, and then you see this tank just drive by, and he's not turning. And then he hits a lamppost.
It's kind of like he was dozing off, right? And instead of like hitting his head on the wheel or the steering wheel, he just floored it.
Yeah. And the funniest thing about this video is it takes him 2 or 3 times to make the turn.
He really wanted the lamppost down.
He was pissed. Like, he probably screwed his wife or something.
The first time, it's like, oh, shit. The second, god damn it. The third one, fuck!
Hear him screaming from the outside of the tank. Everyone's like, what?
And then there's a guy that comes running
He's obviously not checking if the guy's okay or the pole. Checking if the tank's okay.
I mean,
what's more important than a tank?
True.
Tanks be expansive.
What's more important than a tank? Maybe your baby.
Nah. I'll take a tank. I want a tank.
Give me the tank any day.
Oh, I'm gonna love your girlfriend's reaction when she hears that. A 2-year-old was found just strutting along, minding his own business down in Florida.
See, what I want to know is, did she have a pet monkey, a pink backpack, and was she looking for some junk?
Oh, that's a good point. Like, what if those people that picked her up, she was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to find something.
I'm trying to teach kids Spanish, goddammit.
Swiper, no swiping. This wouldn't be the first time we hear about a toddler being found wandering the streets, would it? You hear it all the time, right?
I don't know what news you're listening to, but...
I listen to some pretty messed up stuff, guys.
Oh, okay,
I mean, I'm from the internet.
Oh, you are of the internet.
I am of the internet.
He's not a physical person, everybody. He's just an entity.
I'm inside your computers right now.
Yeah, I just added him in after post.
Hey, you, stop doing that.
You know who you fucking are. They couldn't find anything out about the toddler because she could only say yes or no, and again, she only spoke Spanish.
Oh, so it is a door.
Does she have a blank stare and occasionally look at this face?
I swear she's just had seizures that time. She's had seizures all the time in the show. She just stood there.
It's just obviously the person who was taking care of him. What do you go to sleep while taking care of this kid, and the kid just decides, I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna go for a grand time?
Yeah, I guess.
Why not?
Yeah, it said the babysitter dozed off, and the baby just... I guess she must have left the door open or unlocked, and the baby just... Fuck it, I'm out.
Well, whose dream isn't it to escape from your babysitter and go on an adventure?
Well, you obviously... Not you, because you like your babysitter's big-titted and blonde.
That's true.
We had a story...
Instead of adventuring, I'd totally motorboat that chick.
I just want to take a
my
nap.
girlfriend's gonna
I
hate
promise. Is that how it started?
I want to take a nap on your chest. All right.
Those are the best pillows.
So true. Okay, our next story is actually pretty damn funny. Samoan Airline is making a fat tax. So, if you weigh over 200 pounds, you may have to...
You may have to find another way to somewhere you want to go.
I recommend renting an RV. I saw the movie. It looks like fun.
How'd you get across... How'd you get to, like, the other side of the world? Like,
Well, I mean,
across the
there's
Atlantic?
floor under the ocean, right?
Yes.
What is
All we
this,
need
like, the magic school bus? It just,
Oh my
like,
God.
transforms into... Yeah, for every 100 pounds you are overweight, you have to pay up to $50 to $200 additional to your ticket.
Basically, I'm pretty sure all they do is they make you step on a scale and like, damn, you fat. You pay more.
Give me your wallet.
I mean, this might be actually a pretty good incentive to lose weight.
Well, especially if you're like a business person traveling and if you're
Yeah.
overweight,
Yeah.
your company's probably going to make you pay for your fatness.
It's like, hell no, I ain't paying $150 for your fat ass. That's coming out of your pocket.
And this has been proposed several different places. This is just the first instance of the fat tax for a plane. So yeah.
So it may be on the rise. All right, we've come to the part of the show where Calvin gets to talk about something he found on the internet. It's time for Calvin's Catches.
All right, and this time, I think I found something kind of cool. The website, 2045.com, which is 2045, an initiative to have immortality by the year 2045. Basically, they're planning on making you a cyborg so you could stay alive and implanting your brain into a robot. And
Sounds awesome.
they have all these different goals that they need to have by, every 5 or 10 years, ranging from using your brain to move like a robot, like a pre-built robot body, until eventually they implant your brain into it so you can be immortal and you can be RoboCop.
I have a question. Is it possible to, like, say you get your robot body, and then you decide this arm isn't cool enough? Can you attach a flamethrower to it without breaking the warranty?
I don't know. If you can use your brain to shoot a flame, you totally. I'd totally get into flamethrower attachment.
I'd be like,
I
flame on!
I personally,
make it voice activated.
I personally would go for the rocket fingers.
That's a good. That's a good
Rocket
point.
propelled fist, my friend.
Ah, yes.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, back to the news. As you may or may not know, it was April Fool's this week. And so, people are unsure whether or not this is an April Fool's joke, but some guy posted his girlfriend's nude pictures on eBay.
I don't think this is a joke.
Well, I mean, if it's on eBay and you can bid for it,
Yeah.
although considering it's a dude, I can't imagine there's
Much demand.
Get much
for it.
demand.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to make very much money off of
How
this.
much is he trying to sell it for, anyways?
Starting bid is only $1, but
That book.
I don't imagine it's gonna go very much.
I haven't ever heard of girls that like fat dudes. It's usually the other way around.
If it exists, there's a fetish for it.
Not
True. If we've learned anything from the internet.
Not to mention, I believe in the article it states it is a very flaccid and tiny penis. So if you're interested in such things, which, you could.
It's
I'm not going to judge you, but it's on eBay.
You can find it.
But you can also find other places where it's free.
She posts the picture as a photo of my cheating ex nude. And I believe she's donating some of it to charity if she makes any money off of
I
this.
believe she said 100% of it's going to charity.
Oh.
She just wanted to get back at her boyfriend.
This actually reminds me of a story I had heard on Facebook.
You heard of a story about a naked dude?
No, it's actually
What do you look up?
Rule 34.
Oh, okay.
But we won't get into my fetishes right now. No, it was on Facebook. I don't know if this was true or not, but the story goes that this Marine got a Dear John letter from his ex, and she wanted to get the pictures back. So he went around to all of his buddies and got all of the pictures he could, and he threw her pictures in it with there, and she sent it back with a letter saying, I couldn't remember which one was yours. Take yours out and send the rest back.
Oh, that is terrible. Oh, what a bitch.
We applaud you, sir, if you really exist and one of the 5 people that listen to our show.
We care.
We care about our Marine.
We care about our armed forces.
Yes, we do. So our next story, bunch of daredevils going kayaking in lava water. So these guys are pretty crazy, if you ask me. They're swimming around in their kayaks, which I don't know how they're keeping from melting. I guess the water is cool enough.
I'm gonna go out and say that these are the 2 biggest badasses for kayaking in water.
Yes.
Lava.
Lava going into water. We're probably not making that very clear, but I always leave links in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself.
Because I did see, similarly related to this, I did see a video of if you don't actually, like, if you think of, like, movies and when you see people, like, melt into the lava, they just slowly,
Give the
lower
thumbs
in.
up.
Yeah, exactly, like in the Terminator. That doesn't actually happen. You fly into the lava and there just starts a mini explosion.
Oh.
Oh,
So-
really? That makes lava 10 times more awesome.
It's much more glorious.
So, guys, if,
Drop us a line if you fall in lava.
If you fall in lava, make sure your friend takes a picture and sends it to us.
Facebook. It says that the lava can be anywhere to 700 to 1,000 degrees Celsius, but because it's metric, I don't fucking know how hot that is.
Wait, on the metric conversion?
Dude, the rest of the world needs to get on the standard. We're the only country that uses the standard system. Everyone else uses metric.
So wouldn't you mean that we need to go into metric?
Fuck that shit. We're the standard.
I guess that's true. We do call this the standard, and everyone calls it the. Well, you may have a point there.
Yes, I do have a point.
When I first read this article, I envisioned a guy, wearing a giant metal suit, kayaking into a volcano, and then I kept watching. I was like, still pretty cool.
I can't imagine how he's sitting in that kayak, like, not dying, considering it's so fucking hot.
I think it says in the article that he actually goes out and swims in the water for a little bit.
Jesus
clap.
Christ!
I clap.
I mean, it must be like taking a really hot shower. I mean,
Or like-
kind of uncomfortable at first, but I guess you acclimate to it.
Or
How do you acclimate to 1,000 degrees Celsius?
Well, it's not in the water is only 50 degrees Celsius.
okay.
The lava is 1,000 degrees.
so it starts as a timid, this is nice, to oh my god, my skin's melting.
Yes.
the most soothing feeling ever.
If you haven't tried it, you should.
You should. Oh yes, rub lava in your skin. All right, our final story takes place in Philadelphia, where 2 guys are trying to make a giant game of Pong with skyscrapers.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in.
Just fly.
I'm flying over there. I don't care about the fat tax. I'm going.
I bet you'll pay after that, like at least an extra 100.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it to watch a game of Pong on a fucking skyscraper.
Yes, it does sound amazing. It's to celebrate 40 years of gaming and like to show how far we've come from.
Is it really only 40 years?
That's what I was saying. 40 years.
Yeah.
Gotta be-
Pong was introduced in 72.
Oh damn.
Still a better fan of Tetris. Just saying.
They actually tried Tetris at first, but they figured Pong would be
More iconic.
a better thing to do because they're actually going to have people versus people playing
Oh,
on
that's
giant
true.
pads
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Pong.
More people involved. That makes sense then.
Does it span across a single building, or is it like 2 mega buildings?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. The article doesn't really make that clear.
I want to say it's like just a game of Pong on a huge building. Like they're playing Pong
Oh, maybe
And
if it was
that
like
one huge building is your,
Like that
is your
one
screen.
time, like that one time that college. Remember, I think you guys should have seen it, but someone rigged all the lights so it rickrolls everyone on the campus.
That is amazing.
I
hadn't seen that.
We'll have to
but-
find that sometime. Maybe it takes place on well building and it's vertical instead of horizontal.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know. It, like I said, the article doesn't really make it all that clear if it's one building or over a bunch of them.
But if you get off to watching Pong, you might want to go.
Yeah, it's actually in a couple of weeks. So if you want to hop on a plane and
Pay your fat tax. You can get going. I'm pretty sure in the article it says it took them a while to convince whoever it was.
it's like, come
don't
on,
remember.
let us use your building
It's
for
like,
Pong.
it's like if someone came up to you and was like, I want to use your skyscraper for a game of Pong, we're like,
What the fuck?
what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you do that?
The only reason I would think that he said yes is I get the first game.
Yes.
Could be it. Yeah, never
like-
know.
Dibs on that shit.
Dibs.
If you want to take part in this, fly down to Philadelphia, and it's going to be April 19th to the 24th. So 5 days.
That's a long time.
Yeah. They expect like over 150 people to be doing this.
Only 150?
Well, probably 150 players.
Oh.
I think it was like 150 a day.
Oh, okay, that makes
Well,
more
okay,
sense. Yeah. Well, I mean, a game for Pong can go on for hours too.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess
Oh, if you're super good.
if you're super good.
I don't think we'll have like Pong championships.
I don't know. You know there'll
I don't
be
know.
like that try-hard Pong shirt guy
Who's like
versus,
50 years old now.
Yeah, 50
Oh,
years
hell
old
yeah.
versus like the 5-year-old. He's like, I'm gonna school you.
And then his arthritis kicks in.
Oh, fuck!
Starts having a flashback of his glory days.
And he's like, and the winner is the 5-year-old. And he just like has a heart attack.
It's like,
has a heart attack.
no!
And we move on to the 149th person.
Alright, that's everything for this week, guys. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook. And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for stopping by.
Stay cool.
Adios.